Welcome to Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples, a channel of conversation and board games.
Hey, my name is Brent here on Cloudy with a Chance of Meeples. Today, we are going to be looking at an advent calendar. Yes, it is that time. The season of Advent just around the corner. And so today we're going to be looking at an Exit the Game advent calendar. We're going to be looking at the Silent Storm. So I'm not going to spoil anything in this. I'll show you a little bit how one of the doors, I'm not going to tell you which door it is, what you can expect to see inside one of these rooms in this advent calendar. And then I'll show you, or tell you, I guess, what my final forecast is on this calendar and if it's a good fit for you and your family. So let me show you what it looks like. Final forecast coming up first. Cue the thunder. So the mini radar overview for Exit the Silent Storm, the Advent Calendar. I just want to show you the decoder table. So you'll be using this each day and you'll find a 3-digit code and you'll put it in here and you'll always flip it over and you would then follow whichever door you're at. You would follow these arrows, and if you follow those arrows and they match up to a door that would have, in this case, a moon, and a star, then you know you would be right. You'd write that number on the preceding door, and then you know you are right. But I want to show you what it looks like in one of these doors. And so I'm not going to show you or tell you what number it is, but you'll open one of the doors and you'll see this room, and there's things on the side, a sleigh there. What else is there? I don't want to spoil anything. Mind you don't know what it is, so it's hard to spoil anything. And there might be something. Oh, welcome to some sort of room. And there'll be a riddle card in there, maybe something else, or a couple other objects on certain days, and you would solve the riddle, and as mentioned, you'd put it in the decoder wheel or the decoder table. If you're right, you would then move on and proceed on the next day. But that legitimately is all I can show you without spoiling too much of this advent calendar. So let's move on over and now check out the final forecast. So the final forecast for Exit the Game, the Silent Storm, an advent calendar. I will first say that I received this copy from Cosmos as a review copy, but just because that doesn't mean I'm going to say that this game's amazing. If I don't think it's amazing, I'm going to tell you that because I've gotten other review copies in the past on games that I did not like. And I was honest. So this is an honest review of this game. But I just want to tell you that. My family and myself have done a bunch of these advent calendar, or a bunch of these Exit the Games. We've done the Ice Cave advent calendar. We did that last year. We enjoyed that. Gave an 80% chance of meeples. Nicole and myself, we've done a whole slew of the Exit the Games. I'm pretty sure I've done at least 20 of these escape room in a box type game. So maybe I'm a seasoned veteran of these things. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I've done a bunch of them. And not to say that I'm good at these, but I enjoy doing the puzzles, doing the riddles, trying to figure out what Inca and Marcus Brand are trying to do and how they're trying to bring you into a world and how they're going to try to surprise you. And they did that. They surprised me and us a few times in this. It's just crazy to me how you can be, having this advent calendar and reading this story, which I will say the story is pretty good. I did enjoy that. You're stuck in the North Pole. A storm happens, an earthquake takes place, the security system shuts the whole place down, and you're trying to figure it out. But they take you on this journey, and they use things that you're not suspecting that they're going to use until you need to figure out things. And I'm trying to be vague, but it's just cool. You look at this box day after day after day, and you're there's this, there's this, there's this. You don't think anything of it until you need to think something of it. And they did that a few times in this one in very, very creative ways. I'll say this, you're going to need scissors in this one. There's always a few riddles in all the Exit the Games where you're going to have to cut things up. One specific one was really cool. You're going to have to cut a very squiggly line very, very carefully. And if you do it well, the puzzle is pretty cool. If you don't do it well, it might fall flat. We needed a couple answers to some of these. Couple of the riddles in general fell flat, but we kind of like rated them each day on what we thought of them, and virtually all of them, with a couple outliers, were like, that was really cool, that was really neat, man, that was just a lot of fun. It says it's level the beginner, so this would be like the easiest ones per se, I guess you would say, and so it may be too easy for some people. But if you are doing it with, younger kids, our kids are 7 and 10, they had a blast. I loved seeing them try to figure things out. Our youngest, she figured something out and she's like, hey, what about this? And of course, Dad's like, no, I don't think it is. And then I was put in my place because she was right and I was wrong. And I will openly admit that. It's just a lot of fun. You open that door, kids are fighting. I want to open the door. I want to open the door. And you open the door, and it's just chaos trying to look in that little door as to what's all going on. I will say, every time you're looking in that door, because sometimes you're holding up, this thing is like flapping and falling down. A little bit cumbersome, but overall, I can't really complain about components. They build these boxes in such an intricate way. It's just so cool how they're assembled, and this was a lot of fun. We love this. I'm gonna give it a 90% chance of meeples. It's better than the ice cave one. I haven't done the book one, so there's 3 of them. We've now done 2 out of 3. This by far is by far more fun than the ice cave one. The story's a lot more fun than the ice cave one, and maybe it was a lot more fun because it is on the beginner level. But I don't know, I'd rather be able to get to the riddle and not be like beaten over the head with something that's really far-fetched. I'd rather just be able to figure it out, because I think then everybody's having fun, then the kids are having fun, and the people you're going to be doing this will have fun. But yeah, this is just fantastic. 90% chance of meeples for Exit the Game, the Silent Storm. So Advent season is just around the corner. If you and your family are wanting to do, a fun activity every night that'll take you about 10-15 minutes after supper or to start your day, it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes, because there'll be a little bit of reading and progressing of the story, and then you open the door and do a little riddle, and fantastic. So 90% chance of meeples for Exit the Game, the Silent Storm. Check it out. My name is Brent. Check us out on Facebook, Cloudy the Chance Meeples. Till next time, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to grab your umbrella, because the forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.